1 of chapter 8. Arjun Uvach.
किं तद्ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मं किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते.
Arjun said, O Sadashiv, the best among the souls, what is that supreme Brahm accepted by everyone? What is inside the soul? What is Karma? Who is called the Lord of the living beings, who holds Pranavayu? And who is called the Lord of deities residing in the abode of deities, that is Devlok? Shlok 2 of chapter 8.
अधियज्ञं कथं गोत्र देहेऽस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभिः.
O Shiv Baba, the destroyer of lust as sweet as honey. How and who is the Lord of the Yajna in this body? And at the time of great death, how is he knowable in this body by those with controlled mind and intellect through family planning of the true Gita? Shlok 3 of chapter 8. Shri Bhagwan Uvach.
अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमौ स्वभावोऽध्यात्ममुच्यते भूतभावोद्भवकरो विसर्गः कर्मसञ्ज्ञितः.
Shri God said, the imperishable or Amogvirya Shiv Baba is Param Brahma. Our nature in the record of the soul is called Adhyatma. Adhi means inside, plus Atma means the soul. To sacrifice the body, wealth etc. for service of the world, that creates the existence of living beings through the mind is called the best karma. That is action of service of the yajna. Shlok 4 of chapter 8.
अधिभूतं क्षरो भाव पुरुषश्चाधिदैवतम् अधियज्ञोऽहमेवात्र देहे देहभृतावर.
O the best, that is hero actor among the bodily beings, Krishna bound in celestial degrees, and a bhogi in the golden age as well, is the Lord of the living beings with the quality of being perishable, meaning the one who faces downwards from the very beginning of the golden age complete with 16 celestial degrees. And Mahadev himself is the Lord of the deities, or Vishnu beyond the celestial degrees who sleeps comfortably in the abode-like body. I myself am Maharudra Shiv plus Baba, the master of Rudra's Yajna in the chariot-like body of Arjun here. Shlok 5 of chapter 8.
अन्तकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्त्यत्र संशयः.
The one who leaves the body, or body consciousness while becoming unadulterated and remembering me, one Shiv Baba alone even at the time of death, and departs. That yogi attains my quality of kingship and there is no doubt in it. He will be a ruler just like me who gives happiness, corresponding to the age. Shlok 6 of chapter 8.
यं यं वापि स्मरन् भावन् यजत्यन्ते कलेवरं तन्तमेवैति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभावितः.
O son of Kunti, who removes body consciousness, or if he leaves the body, or body consciousness at the end even while remembering any feeling of relation with the chariot of Arjun, then he is always influenced by that very feeling in that birth and just attains the feeling of that very relation. Footnote. For example, if he leaves the body in the remembrance of a woman, he will just get a female body. This is why the saying Ant Mate Sogate, meaning as are the thoughts at the end, so is the final destination is famous. Shlok 7 of chapter 8.
तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु मामनुस्मरयुध्य च मय्यर्पित मनोबुद्धि मामे वैश्यस्य संशयम्.
This is why, always remember me, the light of Shiv in the highest of the high hero, and fight a non-violent war against Maya of vices. Certainly, you, the one whose mind and intellect is surrendered to me, will just attain my quality of kingship through this Rajyog. Footnote. The aim. The kingship of independent kings has continued till the end of the Iron Age only through Rajyog, or connection of the intellect taught by God directly. Otherwise, no Vidharmi religious father gave the knowledge of kingship. Everyone has just made others subordinate. Shlok 8 of chapter 8.
अभ्यासयोगयुक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं याति पार्थानुचिन्तयन्.
O King of the earth, while churning the thoughts, through the unadulterated mind and intellect that has absorbed in yoga, through the practice of this Rajyog, through constant remembrance of me alone, who has entered the chariot of Arjun, the embodiment of the Son of Knowledge, the Supreme Being full of divine light, the Supreme Father Shiv plus Baba is found. Shlok 9 and 10 of chapter 8.
कविं पुराणमनुशासितारम् अणोरणीयासमनुस्मरेत्य सर्वस्य धातारमचिन्त्य रूपम् आदित्यवर्णन् तमसः परस्तात् प्रयाणकाले मनसाचलेन भक्त्या युक्तो योगबलेन चैव भ्रुवोर्मध्ये प्राणमावेश्य सम्यक् सतं परं पुरुषम् उपैति दिव्यम्.
The yogi who remembers Shiv Baba, the Son of Knowledge, the most ancient poet, the song composer, the ruler of all the living beings, extremely subtle than even a subtle atom, the one who imbibes all the inert and living beings, the one with extremely subtle unimaginable form, who has become the seed of the world in the form of the banyan tree, the one with intense color of inexhaustible light of knowledge like the sun, and the one who is beyond the darkness of ignorance, at the time of Pralay in the Purushottam Sangam Yuga. After properly stabilizing the form of subtle point, absorbed in the light of the soul, in the form of Pran in the center of the forehead itself. After engaging with the power of yoga through unadulterated mind and intellect, and with firm and stable feeling of devotion, he finds that greatest hero actor, the Supreme Soul, the divine light equal to Shiv. It is as if the Father Shiv himself has become his companion for many births. Shlok 11 of chapter 8.
यदक्षरं वेदविदो वदन्ति विशन्ति यद्यतयो वीतरागा यदिच्छन्तो ब्रह्मचर्यं चरन्ति तत्ते पदं सङ्ग्रहेण प्रवक्ष्ये.
I will tell you in brief about that position in the abode of Vishnu, which is described as a Mogvirya by the knowers of the words, that is Vani of Brahma with 4 heads, the Parambrahm facing upwards, in whom the easy Raj Yogis who are free from attachment enter, and the ones who wish to attain it practice celibacy with knowledge. Shlok 12 of chapter 8.
सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य मनोहृदि निरुध्य च मूर्ध्याधायात्मनः प्राणम् आस्थितो योगधारणा.
After fully controlling all the 9 gateways of the Indriya in a steady way, and stopping the mind within the soul, and constantly stabilizing in the center of the forehead, in the form of the immortal throne. That is Akal Tattva of the Supreme Soul, based on the dharana of yoga of the life force of the point of light soul with Shiv Baba. Shlok 13 of chapter 8.
ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्म व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन् यः प्रयाति त्यजन् देहं स याति परमां गतिम्.
While chanting the single letter Om through the mind, while remembering me, Param lovingly, and while leaving the body, the one who attains the great death at the end of the Kalpa, he attains the supreme destiny of Vaikunt in the form of super sensuous joy beyond the celestial degrees of Vishnu with 4 united arms. Shlok 14 of chapter 8.
अनन्यचेता सततं यो मां स्मरति नित्यशः तस्याहं सुलभः पार्थ नित्ययुक्तस्य योगिनः.
The yogi who remembers me regularly, continuously, with attachment and lovingly, with an unadulterated heart in the form of the mind and intellect. O son of Kunti, that yogi who always remains attached to me according to the rules finds me happily. This is why the ancient Indian easy Raj Yoga is famous in the world. Shlok 15 of chapter 8.
मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयम् अशाश्वतम् नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गताः.
After reaching close to my Mahadev, Parambrahm with 5 heads, the great souls who have attained complete accomplishment of the most excellent resident of Vaikunt, in the form of the 4-armed Vishnu, aren't reborn directly in this perishable abode of sorrow, of hell, or the copper and iron age. They certainly go to the golden and silver age abode of happiness of 2500 years. Shlok 16 of chapter 8.
आब्रह्म भुवनालोका पुनरावर्तिनोऽर्जुन मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते.
O Arjun, though all the 7 Vidharmi religious lands of hell and heaven, including Brahmalok, are the ones that repeat again and again every kalpa, but O son of Kunti, who destroys body consciousness, after reaching me in the Purushottam Sangam Yug, they don't have hellish birth again, in this abode of sorrow, before the 21 births. Shlok 17 of chapter 8.
सहस्रयुगपर्यन्तम् अहर्यद्ब्रह्मणो विदुः रात्रिं युगसहस्रान्तां देहोरात्रविदो जनाः.
The day, that is Uttarayan Marg with the light of knowledge of Brahma, the moon of knowledge is of 2500 years, in the form of the golden and silver age heaven. And the hellish night of the Vidharmis in the copper and iron age is also of the same number, that is 2500 years. The always incomplete moon of knowledge, Brahma with 4 united heads himself, is the instrument of the Dakshinayan Marg filled with the darkness of ignorance. See chapter 8, Shlok 18, 19, 24 and 25 of the Gita. Those who know this, they accept the reason behind why shouldn't Brahma be remembered, why shouldn't the idols and temples of him be made. The advanced Brahmins are the knowers of the real day and night of Bhogi Brahma. Uttarayan Marg means the sun's northwards progress, the summer solstice. Dakshinayan Marg means the sun's movement towards south of the equator, the winter solstice. Note: The heavenly day created by heavenly God the Father is of 2500 years, and this night of ignorance in the form of hell created by man through the other religious fathers from the dualistic copper age of the Vidharmis in the practical human history is also of 2500 years. Shlok 18 of chapter 8.
अव्यक्ताद्व्यक्तयः सर्वा प्रभवन्त्यः परागमे रात्र्यागमे प्रलीयन्ते तत्रैवाव्यक्तसंज्ञके.
When the heavenly day of Brahma arrives in the shooting itself, all the corporeal, that is Vyakt living beings come here, in the world one after the other from the incorporeal, Avyaktadham, that is, the soul world. Then, at the end of Brahma's night of the darkness of ignorance, they merge in that very supreme abode named Avyaktadham one after the other in the number of 7 billion. Avyakt means subtle, incorporeal. Dham means abode. Avyaktadham means the abode of subtle or incorporeal souls. Footnote. This Avyakt supreme abode is the common home of all the incorporeal souls in the form of an atom, in general, and the incorporeal Supreme Father Shiv, in private as well. All these actors come from there and play their part on the worldly stage-like world by changing the cloth-like body again and again in every birth. Shlok 19 of chapter 8.
भूतग्रामः स एवायं भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ प्रभवत्यः रागमे.
That very group of these human beings is born again and again sooner or later in the 4 ages. And here, at the end, that is Pralaya of the night of Brahma with 4 heads from the world, it merges completely in the Avyaktadham helplessly. And O son of Pritha, it is revealed sooner or later on the arrival of the golden age heavenly day with 16 celestial degrees. Shlok 20 of chapter 8.
परस्तस्मात्तु भावोऽन्यो व्यक्तो व्यक्तात् सनातनः यः स सर्वेषु भूतेषु नश्यत्सु न विनश्यति.
The other most ancient paternal quality of the 4.5 lakh real Suryavanshi living stars of the tree-like world of the invisible seed form Rudragan, which is even powerful than those invisible deity souls, that quality isn't destroyed even after the end of the time interval of the part of all the living beings. Footnote. Just like the 9 lakh inert stars of the sky, there are 4.5 lakh stars of the night with maternal quality, the stars like the golden age Krishna Chandra, that is Krishna, the moon, complete with 16 celestial degrees as well, that unite with the seed form of the earth, the 4.5 lakh stars of the day with paternal quality, the living stars beyond the celestial degrees of Vaikunt with super sensuous joy. Shlok 21 of chapter 8.
अव्यक्तोऽक्षर इत्युक्तः तमाहुः परमां गतिं यं प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम.
It is said to be invisible and imperishable Parambrahmalok in the form of Ling. It is called the supreme destiny of Vishnu's abode of Vaikunt. After attaining it, the seed form Rudragan don't return to this abode of sorrow. That one ling with the dominance of being the father is also my supreme abode. Parambrahmalok means the abode of Parambrahma. Footnote. It is the stars in the form of Rudraksh of the Suryavanshi category, the more or less best souls selected from all the religions of the world tree who are like diamonds, the deities one greater than the other, all-rounders and usually continue to be the ones with masculine nature. They are called the ancestors of the human beings. Shlok 22 of chapter 8.
पुरुषः स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्यस्त्वनन्यया यस्यान्तस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्.
O son of Kunti, that hero of the unlimited world stage, that is Parambrahma, the Supreme Soul can certainly be attained through remembrance with unadulterated feelings. All the living beings in the form of the group of seeds like Rudraksh are situated in that world Father, and this entire tree-like world has expanded through that one human Father, the seed of the tree-like world. Footnote: I, Sadashiv, the Supreme Father, plus Supreme Soul, am not present in the 7 billion leaves of the world tree. Na chaham teshu avasthita. Chapter 9, Shlok 4 of the Gita. It is corporeal Mahadev, the only hero actor whose soul is equal to the Supreme Soul, who is repeatedly called Param, that is Supreme, plus Atma, that is Soul in the Gita. See Chapter 6, Shlok 7, Chapter 13, Shlok 22 and 31, and Chapter 15, Shlok 17 of the Gita. This is why the name of Shankar alone is combined with that of Shiv. Shlok 23 of Chapter 8.
यत्र काले त्वनावृत्तिम् आवृत्तिं चैव योगिनः प्रयाता यान्ति तं कालं वक्ष्यामि भरतर्षभ.
O the best in the dynasty of King Bharat in the form of Vishnu, the period of the beginning of Uttarayan of Brahma with 5 heads, in which the excellent travelers, the yogis don't come back to the abode of sorrow, or even if all the non-dualistic deities come from the copper age, still, I will also tell you ahead about that special shooting period of 60 years in the Purushottam Sangam Yuga. Shlok 24 of chapter 8.
अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्लः षण्मासा उत्तरायणं तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्मविदो जनाः.
This bright day of the morning sun in the form of the ling of fire, that is the golden heavenly Purushottam Sangamyug, that is, Shukla Paksh, and 6 months of Uttarayan. The Suryavanshi of that place, the excellent deity travelers of the spiritual race, from 1977-78 till 2037-38, the knowers of Parambrahm, plus the Supreme Soul, the spiritual Brahmin people of the advanced knowledge of the Gita. Just go to Parambrahmalok of the seed form Rudragan of the world. They are all-rounder actors, aren't they? Shukla Paksh means the light half of the month, from new to full moon. Shlok 25 of chapter 8.
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्ण षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसौ ज्योतिः योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
And the dim night, that is Krishna Paksha bound in celestial degrees, that isn't the side of Suryavanshi Ram, 6 months of the Dakshinayan Marg of the demonic religions, like the violent Muslim and so on, are of the 4-headed Brahma facing downwards. The semi-yogi who has attained death compulsorily there, because of the hearsays of many, attains the dim light of Brahma, the moon of knowledge bound in celestial degrees, becomes a ghost etc., and returns to this very misleading dualistic hell. Krishna Paksh means the dark half of a lunar month, period of a waning moon. Footnote: for example, all the Brahmins of lower category, like B.K. Prakash Mani, B.K. Jagdish, B.K. Ramesh and so on who support the 4-headed Brahma are taking on a subtle body. They become a ghost or a spirit too, from the copper age itself, according to the Purushottam Sangamyug shooting. Shlok 26 of chapter 8.
शुक्लकृष्णे गतिहेते जगतः शाश्वते मते एकया यात्यनावृत्तिम् अन्यया वर्तते पुनः.
These two time periods, that is Shukla and Krishna Paksh of 2.5 plus 2.5 thousand years of the world, are certainly considered eternal in the shooting period, as well as the 4 ages. Through the first one you don't go to hell of 2500 years directly, and through the second one, that is the course of darkness, you return again to this very hell of violent vidharmis too. Shlok 27 of chapter 8.
नैते श्रुति पार्थ जानन् योगी मुह्यति कश्चन तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु योगयुक्तो भवार्जुन.
O King of the earth! Any yogi who knows both these courses doesn't attain darkness of attachment of Krishna Chandra's course of darkness. This is why, O Arjun, have yoga with the light of Shiv, the supreme father of all the spirits, who has entered Arjun, or Adam, in the shooting periods of heaven, or hell in all the ages. Krishna Chandra means Krishna, the moon of knowledge. Shlok 28 of chapter 8.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपःसु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्य फलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम्.
The short-term fruits of noble deeds that have been mentioned in the Vedas created by man, in the material yagyas, in the physical tap, and in the donation of worldly things too. A Rajyogi goes beyond all those human rituals after knowing this advanced knowledge of the Gita in the Purushottam Sangam Yuga itself, and attains the supreme position beyond the celestial degrees of the abode of Vishnu's Vaikuntha, of the beginning of the golden age, heaven.
ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता सूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे अक्षरब्रह्मयोगो नामाष्टमोऽध्यायः.